You claim that you're a master of virtual reality.
Time to kick some ass, take some names.
You can take on any challenge, from a deep space rescue.
Oh yeah. Mars ain't gonna be a lonely place to live when I'm done with it.
To surfing mavericks.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes. I am the man.
You can handle any
Bring it on.
challenge known to man.
Damn right, highest score every game. I can handle every simulation, bitch!
But can you handle the challenges known to women?
You serious? What the fuck is this shit? Very easy mode, I guess. Alright. Bring it.
Introducing. Can you handle menstrual cramps?
What the fuck? What?
Introducing.
Why is the pain real?
Call of Duty Time of the Month.
Oh shit. Oh, what the hell? It's real? What the fuck? Okay, no, hold on. I can finish this. Paul, you can finish this. Don't worry, man. This is just going to gazelle. Alright.
1 week of pain permeating every fiber of your being.
Okay, I need to sit down. I need to sit down. It's extreme. It's okay. It's extreme. I'm a man.
It'll break your body, but even more, it'll crush your ego.
Why does everybody hate me so much? No way, I'm a kick-ass guy, alright? I got the top score in Call of Duty Modern, but nobody really likes me. I have no friends. I vape all the damn time alone because I'm alone.
Call of Duty Time of the Month. Available wherever progressive games are sold.
Next level? Shut the fucking lights, please. Oh my god. Don't look at me.
If you must work, cooking, cleaning, serving food, playing a supportive role with businesses, those are appropriate roles for a woman. A man may do these too, but he will get paid more. You're weak, physically and emotionally. You'll find fulfillment in teaching young children, taking care of the elderly, styling hair, and creating a clean and orderly home. If a man chooses to commit to these careers, he will be paid more because he is making an investment. But you, a woman, you're a risk, a liability. You can't be trusted. Your kids will get sick, and you skip work. You'll have PMS and cry when you give a performance review. You'll have menstrual cramps and won't be able to focus on your work. Your father, he hired a man and a woman for the same part-time job. The man took less hours because he was taking classes, pursuing a degree, making an investment in himself. woman? Well, her excuse was she needed less hours because she had child and family obligations, liability, risk. If you can't commit to your career, why should anyone else? Why?
All right, ladies, Thursday night white wine club, get in here. Come on. Rule number 1, we start on time. Hey, everybody.
I thought this was a book club.
That's just a suggestion, really. We just drink white wine and talk about our lives.
I also thought we red wine.
Red wine? Ooh, okay. Boxed red wine.
I'm present.
Wine?
Yes, we established that during attendance. It was in the, I don't know how to character it. It was in the fridge. Anyway, ladies, I thought we would revisit our plan to take down the patriarchy, and I wanted to get some of your brainstorming ideas.
Abolish box wine.
Yes.
I say we buy up all the supply of beer and not give them any till they are agree to our demands.
I think that could work. That is a sound idea.
Ooh, I think I got something. How about we take away all the manly drinks and replace them all with girly drinks? They seem to get really bent out of shape about that.
You know, it's like, it's a beverage. Why is it emasculating?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah, they tremble at the sight of an umbrella.
You know, you think no one could resist the power of a tiny cute thing, but it's somehow threatening to their manhood.
Ooh. Put microchips in their penis. So that we can track everything they do.
Okay, I'm putting you in charge of that project. You can figure out how to get consent or even close enough to the wieners to do that.
What's consent? Do they ever get consent?
That's very true. Just go for it.
Exactly. It's just not fair that we're playing by the rules.
I mean, we can't just wait till they're asleep after sex and do the implants then.
Or maybe we can. No, we really shouldn't. That's actually bad.
These are some very solid ideas. Lots of beverage ideas, wiener ideas.
Ooh, can we talk to employers to equalize the pay between the two genders?
Yeah, that's an idea.
I don't know about that.
Can we try it?
Yeah, we could try.
Maybe we could start small. Maybe we could, start including pockets on our Girl Scout dress.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's
Pockets,
good.
oh yeah.
I mean, I read this stupid thing for some religious person online who says they don't believe in pockets, but I mean,
I follow that site religiously.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're gonna upset the patriarchy, we're gonna need something stronger than wine.
I have exactly what you guys are thinking.
Cocaine?
No, but I have 151 that I made myself. Let me just go to the bathroom real quickly.
Woo!
That works.
Can we come to the bathroom with you? No? Oh.
Yeah, we're ladies. Come to the
I mean, women go to the bathroom together all the time. Let's go.
I know that.
I'm gonna get some
I'll
wine.
really talk okay.
Okay.
I'll talk myself some wine.
No, I have a bucket for
Good evening. The name is Kurtz. Katie Kurtz. Troop 46, Girl Scouts of America. Retired. The year was 1972. the year I turned 10. Big 1-0. Already I'd seen enough in my first decade to last a lifetime. Or so I thought. As I was blowing out the candles on my cake, I heard a voice at my party pipe up and say, "Happy birthday, Katie." I hear 10 is the new 7. It was my old Girl Scout troop leader, Miss Kent, asking me if I'd want to come back for one last campaign. One final cookie drive. I downed the last of my strawberry Nestle Quick in my Brady Bunch collector's cup, stared into Greg's dreamy eyes, and started hearing the drums again. The quota for the free trip to Disneyland was 500 boxes. 1 week before the deadline, Troop 46 was at 480. I took the last 20 boxes myself and assembled my team. Trina Harris, Sea Monkey Queen, attracted customers with a fishbowl full of the aquatic pets sold in the backs of comic books. Good for 8 to 10 boxes. Judy Simmons with her broken arm in a cast was good for another 4 to 6 boxes. And then I had my heavy artillery. Susie Webb, whose blonde ringlets stood out in every class picture since preschool. Susie was pretty. Scary pretty. What parents in the 80s would later call milk carton pretty. At 0900 on Saturday morning, Trina's father piloted the country squire's station wagon low under the golden arches, past the fabric store to the perimeter of the Safeway parking lot. The lot was full that day, so we would go in the rest of the way on foot. There's the 4 of us, with 20 boxes of cookies, a folding card table provided by Judy's mom, and Trina's fishbowl of seeds. All the time, we kept a sharp eye out for the enemy. Sharp. Charlie Dowling, nobody dared call her Charlotte, was the biggest girl in the 6th grade, and the meanest too, after being held back 2 years. She was banned from dodgeball after she broke Mike Perry's ribs, so she vented her aggressions playing bass drum in the school band and sold candy for band uniforms. Charlie was always out there, watching, waiting. Now the morning had gone smooth enough. 16 boxes sold by 11:30. I was already dreaming about what I was going to say to Mickey and Minnie and which of the 7 dwarves I was going to be taking pictures with, when I was jolted awake by the sound of a box of jumbo Snickers bars slamming down on the card table. You and your cookies gotta move. Sure enough, it was Charlie. Trina and Susie just froze in terror, while poor Judy, simply just went AWOL. I knew I had to act fast or the day was lost, so I said to her, "Listen, Charlie, these cookies stay where they are, or they're gonna have the whole membership of Troop 46 swarming all over you in a swarm of green jumpers and knee socks." The air went deadly still. Charlie just glared at me. Slowly walked away. 5 minutes later, the silence was shattered by the sound of a red playground ball shredding the air I grabbed Trina and Susie and we hit the deck. Glass shattered, water splashed, cardboard boxes burst open as a card table took one for the team. Our dreams of Disneyland ended that day in a bloody hail of chocolate chips, peanut butter, and brine shrimp. After the crumbs had settled, I found Susie crying with coconut shrapnel in her ring notes. And poor Trina. Trina was just frozen in shock, staring at saltwater drenched thin mints and dead sea monkeys. The horror! The horror! I grabbed my injured sisters and I rushed them 5 blocks to the ER in a Safeway shopping cart with a locked wheel. For my efforts, I was given the merit badge for first aid, but no trip to the Magic Kingdom. I turned in my sash that day. Told Miss Kent I was through with cookie drives and through with the Scouts and was going to live off the grid. I made a vow that one day I would return to collect one final merit badge for vengeance. Charlie, if you're out there, I got a dodgeball with your name on it.
Hello, everybody. As we come on down to the final few sets that we have as part of this show, I'm just going to share some very brief, candid thoughts I have as, well, I am the only cisgendered straight male cast member of this group. I've had the lovely privilege to play along these people, and I'll just, no grand stories or anything to share regarding what my upbringing was like or since my past. I'll just share some quick thoughts. And the first thing I'll say I'd love to say to my fellow cisgendered straight male colleagues, compatriots, peers out there who find anything outside of the traditional gender duality controversial or a big deal. Guys, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. You're making it a bigger deal than it is. My take on it is always this. If you play to the male stereotype that we're always supposed to be strong, well then why the hell is this living rent-free in your head and undoing you? I just never really understood that at all. And if anything else, well, I mean, look at these people. The other thing is, they've been performing their asses off for the last near hour for your pure entertainment. I mean, isn't that just awesome? These people are absolutely awesome. Could I get an agreement on that? Are you not entertaining? Yeah. Get your mind off the heat as these people share their wonderful variety of experiences for your viewing pleasure. And for that very reason, as I say, to my fellow cisgender straight men who have a big issue about this, it ain't an issue. You're the one making it an issue. And now on to the next set.
Keep your knees together. Your legs have one job: to hide your underwear. Use your feet. Your feet can be flat on the ground. You can cross them at the ankles. You can cross your ankles at the center. or off to the side. No matter what you do, keep your feet touching each other. Your knees too. Only men can stretch their legs. Keep your hands where one can see them. Not in your pockets. In your lap is fine. Don't cross your arms. That's awkward. Don't cross your legs. It's not modest. If you must cross your legs, put one calf in front of the other and slowly slide the rest of the leg. Do not spread your legs.
Hi. Welcome to my TED Talk. Oh, the gender binary, how did we get here, you guys? I mean, it starts before we're even born. When a pregnancy is a few months along, the doctor will look at the genitalia of the fetus, and then it's decided, usually, if it's a male or a female. And there's a whole life path, a lot of planning that begins to happen. If it's a male, it's going to grow up to be a man, probably a straight man, probably going to get married, have kids, get a job in possibly a male-dominated line of work. And this is all before the kid even has a chance to speak for themselves. And why are we so obsessed with genitalia, you guys? Why is, the crux of the anti-trans legislation is about what's between people's legs. But I think it's mostly, if it's nature versus nurture, I think it's mostly nurture. I think it's mostly socialization that gets us to fit into these two rigid boxes. I think there's very little about us that's hardwired. It's all reinforced to us constantly by the media, by our peers, by our parents. We internalize and police ourselves. And I gotta wonder, if this messaging weren't so pervasive, how many people would choose a different way to identify? And how many people who are put in these boxes, who are not really allowed to explore, actually feel uncomfortable in the rigidity that they're forced to live in? And, trans isn't something new. Gender binary is not something new. Before colonization, most societies had at least 3, if not 8 or more gender identities. But when the Europeans came over, they brought the binary with them. And there's explorers who are quoted saying things like, these gender expressions are perverse, abominable, disgusting. Men would dress as women and take on domestic roles, and that was an abomination. Stamp it out, get rid of it. But I think gender is fluid. I think we should be allowed to move around, do some exploring. I mean, this is just a costume. This is just a costume. No, we're not gonna strip, that's not what the show is. But I would challenge you guys to go out there and ask 6 people who identify as women and 6 people who identify as men, what makes a man, and what makes a woman, and I guarantee you'll get 12 different answers. Because trans people can't be non-binary.
The real man doesn't start a fight, but he damn sure finishes it.
A woman has to get married by a certain age, or she's a failure. She has to have kids by a certain age, or she's a failure.
You're a real man, you step in dog poop, check your shoe like this. Not like that.
Women should be passive and polite.
If a woman asserts something, she's just bossy.
You can identify however you want, but keep the hell out of my kid's bathroom.
Hey boys, no fruit drinks. You drink pure, straight lager, like so.
You're a man with emotions, you gotta clamp them down.
You have to have your parents or your husband sign up on your reproductive choices.